Our top focus in WION at this hour. Well, at least 5 incidents of terror and infiltration have taken place over the last 10 days in India's Jammu and Kashmir. In the latest, the Indian Army has said that the Pakistan Army was providing cover fire to these terrorists who crossed into India from across the line of control in the Uri town of Baramulla district. Well, according to security officials, all 3 infiltrators have been neutralized by the security forces. Well, the 3 infiltrators were killed in a gun battle on Saturday morning at the line of control in the Uri sector of Jammu and Kashmir. Well, a huge cache of arms and ammunition was also recovered from the slain terrorists.
पाकिस्तान के तंजीमें यहाँ उड़ी के अंदर इन्फिल्ट्रेशन करना चाहते हैं और उनका मुद्दा था यहाँ पे इन्फिल्ट्रेशन करके जम्मू एंड कश्मीर के अंदर जो शांति बहाल हो रखी है उसको और बारामूला उड़ी तहसील के अंदर कोई खलबली करना.
Well, according to security officials, infiltration without weapons using non-traditional routes has also been on the rise. Not only this, there's also a thrust in infiltration before the onset of winter season. Let's tell you more about the latest incidents. Well, now, 2 incidents occurred in the south of Pir Panjal in the Raisi district's Chasana area. This is where the first incident took place, Pir Panjal in the Raisi district there. Apart from that, while the other 3 took place, the other incident also took place in the Narla area of the Rajouri district right here. These were the 2 incidents that took place. The remaining 3 incidents took place to the north of the mountain range. Let's tell you where they are. At the Hatlanga along the line of control in the Uri sector, where the 3rd incident took place, while the 4th incident took place between Uri and the Baramulla area there, while the last incident took place in the Koknag area in the Anantnag district. Well, to talk more on this, we have with us our correspondent Idris Loan, who's joining us live from Srinagar. Hi Idris, now 5 incidents in the last 10 days. Now with the undulating grounds, the line of control, it is a one-time chance for the infiltrators to actually cross the border, and the Indian Army has been thwarting all their attempts. And now the latest statement from the Indian Army, which says that the Pakistan Army has been providing fire cover to these terrorists.
Well, absolutely. This is the season. September and October are the peak times when we see a lot of infiltration bids from across the border before the onset of the winter. They want to send across as many militants as possible. And yesterday in Uri sector, which is in the North Kashmir's Baramulla district, 3 infiltrators were trying to cross into the Indian territory. The whole incident was foiled by the Indian Army and Jammu and Kashmir police. And while the first 2 infiltrators were killed, the 3rd body could not be retrieved as soon as possible due to the fire that was coming from the Pak Army post, which is a very close by post where the incident took place. So it took Indian Army a while to recover the 3rd body of the infiltrator as well. And later on, all the 3 bodies were recovered. Arms and ammunition was also recovered from these 3 infiltrators, and the operation was called off. The second incident that has been taking place in the Kashmir Valley is in South Kashmir's Koknag area of Gadol Forest, which is in the Anantnag district, where the operation has been going on the 5th consecutive day. As we can see in the visuals that are coming in from the encounter site, there's a natural cave where security forces believe that the militants could be hiding, and now that cave has been blasted in the morning, and security forces are keeping an eye whether the militants who were hiding there will come out of the cave. Earlier we've seen that 2 hideouts in the same region, in the same area, were also busted by the security forces, where they retrieved some arms and ammunition from those sites. Our top police official has told us that there are 2 dead bodies lying very close to the operation site. 1 dead body could be of a militant killed in the encounter, while as the other body is told to be of the Indian Army soldier, which has not been retrieved as of yet due to the heavy firing coming from the militant sides. Security forces believe that there are 2 militants holed up in the encounter still alive. One of them can be injured, but both of them shooting towards the security forces. We've seen security forces now have cordoned off the cave where they think the militants are hiding, and it's expected that by the end of today the operation would be called off.
Right, Idris. Now, there's also thrust in infiltration before the onset of the winter season. But talk to us as to how crucial is the latest encounter.
Well, absolutely. Before the winter's onset, we've always seen the number of infiltration bids increase on the line of control as well as on international borders. Especially if we talk about the North Kashmir region, the whole mountain range gets covered by the end of November, and after that it becomes extremely difficult for militants to cross over. So what they do is in the month of September and October, which is when the mountains are dry and it's easier for them to infiltrate, we see a number of infiltration bids taking place. We've seen in the last 6 months there have been dozens of infiltration bids foiled by the security forces on the international border as well. The main route we've seen from the Jammu region, then they come from the Jammu region towards the Kashmir area. If we talk about the encounter that is taking place in the South Kashmir, the security forces don't want to take any chances. They want to sanitize the whole mountain range of the Gadol forest, and that's why it's taking a bit of a time due to because it's a dense forest and extremely steep terrain where the militants are hiding.
Right, Idris. Thanks very much for joining us on WION and sharing your insights with us on the latest encounter. We'll of course be tracking the story very closely right here on WION. Thanks very much.